What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammett, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why you need to stop begging narcissistic people for the bare minimum. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe. This is a short edition, y'all. 5 minutes or less. Stick around. This is one of those weird phenomena that keeps happening in toxic relationships where you end up begging them for the bare minimum, like begging them to add you on Facebook, begging them to show you some affection, begging them to show you some love or something like that, begging them to show you that they care about you, begging them to tell you that they love you or something like that. Like you're begging for the bare minimum. Which typically happens when you're in a toxic relationship, y'all. Like when you're in a toxic relationship for a long time and you're surrounded by people that are in healthy relationships and you see what they have, you become jealous of that, y'all. You can become envious of that, and you can take that home, like take that energy home and just say, hey, look, why don't you post me on Facebook? And then you can start an argument based on something that you saw somebody else doing. Stop begging for scraps. Stop begging for breadcrumbs from toxic, narcissistic people, y'all. You are worth more. You deserve more. But I can say that all I want to. You have to actually believe that and take that to heart. Stay empowered. Hope this helps. Welcome back, y'all. 5 minutes or less. Stick around to the end and interact with these videos, y'all. People on YouTube is tripping lately. And Facebook is tripping too. So the text on the screen said I had to beg him to add in a relationship on Facebook. Yeah, that right there should be a bare minimum requirement of being in a real life authentic relationship. And that's why I tell people, when you're in a relationship with a toxic person, you need to stop begging for the bare minimum. I'm serious. I saw a video pop up the other day. Some woman said, I was begging for 17 years and I finally filed for divorce, and guess what happened? As soon as I filed for divorce, he found somebody else, and they're doing everything I begged him to do. They know how to make you happy. And if you're begging them to do it, and they keep not doing it, yeah, I'm not telling you to replace them. I'm just saying you might need to change your pathway, because begging someone for the bare minimum is like imagine doing that for 20 years. 30 years, begging someone to tell you that they love you, begging someone to tell you begging someone to treat you better, begging someone for a hug or a kiss, or just to to clap some cheeks or something. Don't beg anybody for the bare minimum. Go get what you deserve. And the more you beg somebody for the bare minimum in a toxic relationship, the more they condition you to think you deserve less than the bare minimum. The more they condition you to believe that when they do give you the bare minimum, it's some great task. They get you to start to believe that the bare minimum is the best. Bare minimum is worth more. Like this gold plated is something that's gold plated is worth the same amount as this piece of gold. This is like, imagine these two are the same size, right? These two, I know they're not the same size, but this is gold. This is gold plated. Somehow the narcissistic person wants to convince you that this gold-plated item is worth the same as this solid gold thing. It's not. They want to convince you that the bare minimum is more. It's worth more because they give you less and less and less, and then they condition you to take the bare minimum and be happy. When they give you the bare minimum, you're happy with it. When they give you that the little burst of dopamine, the intermittent reinforcement, you're happy as hell to get a hug. A hug means so much more when you haven't gotten a hug in 6 months. A kiss means so much more when you haven't gotten kissed in 3.5 months. It means so much more when you get it less. The bare minimum should not mean more, y'all. But again, it's your life. You have to live your life the way you want to live it. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I said 5 minutes or less. We gotta keep it low. We're gonna keep it low. I still do my one-on-ones over Zoom if y'all interested in those. Link is in the description. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mental Illness is out. Peace. Like and subscribe.